Okay, so back. This is Jack. He is 100% cat.
No, stop.
What is he doing? We are live, everybody, and this is Jack, and we're not sure what Jack is doing. Just let him have it. Let him have his fun.
No, he's gonna pull it up. No
Stop
way.
that, Jack. Watch out for the microphones.
Okay.
Hashtag Jack. Welcome to Wages of Cine's 31 Days of Horror 2017. I am Eric Miller.
I'm Claire.
The lovely Claire has joined me once again this year to review some awesome horror movies.
And some horribly awesome.
Whoa, nice. So what did we watch tonight?
We watched Fright Night.
The original.
Yes, 1985.
Not the crappy remake with crappy people.
I didn't see that one.
Good. Don't.
I hadn't seen Fright Night.
The remake has Colin Farrell as Dandridge, so.
I did know that. I just didn't make an effort to see it. Okay, so Fright Night is, let me set up my shot here.
Whoa.
My little toy. So Fright Night is about this kid who gets a new neighbor, and nobody believes that his new neighbor is a vampire, and he sees freaky things like people carrying coffins, people carrying out bodies, and he's trying to convince everybody that his neighbor is a vampire, but obviously nobody believes him. So then he gets his favorite TV actor who plays like a vampire killer on television, to help him try and kill this, and he needs some convincing and blah, 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 and a whole bunch of other stuff happens. So that's basically the plot of Fright Night.
Okay. It stars the awesome Chris Sarandon.
Not Susan Sarandon's brother, but her ex-husband.
Yes, and we know this because about every 5 minutes, Claire would yell, Humperdinck!
Yes, who also plays Humperdinck, like Prince Humperdinck from The Princess Bride.
That's probably what he's most, or very well known for that, but he was also the lead bad guy in this movie.
Yes. Yes.
It also had, I believe, Roddy McDowell as the intrepid TV show actor / vampire hunter who knows everything that's going on.
Yes.
What do you mean to look for?
Because I was thinking about his character and I wanted to say something.
Well, I'll say that he had the worst sprayed-on gray hair ever.
Yeah.
What bothered me in every scene.
Pretty stiff.
Well, so what'd you think of it? This is your first time watching it.
First one.
She actually bought this to watch. First time ever seeing Fright Night, the original. What did you think?
I thought it was very amusing. I'm sure it was probably a big deal when it came out, but it was kind of a campy vampire movie, which I love. That's great if you're into that kind of thing. But if you're, looking to be scared.
It had 80s special effects, some prosthetics in your mouth that make you talk like you had marbles in your mouth.
Yes.
But, I mean, look back in the day, this was like a scary movie. I mean, this is 20 plus years old.
Right. So I did think some of the effects were actually really great.
Such as spoilers ahead.
Yes, spoilers. So the wolf kind of changing back into the man and then dying was pretty cool.
That would be Evil Ed for those who are watching.
And then the melting of what's his henchman's name?
Billy Cole, something like that.
Yeah.
Let's just call him Billy Cole because we don't feel like looking it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the non-vampire henchman who helps out his master during the day and does all kinds of heavy lifting, so to speak. Mm-hmm. Who we're not really sure what exactly he was. Wasn't a vampire, we know that. But don't point at me. It's rude. What?
Anyways, in his death scene, he kind of melts, disintegrates. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, apparently he's bulletproof. Not bulletproof, but he is a sponge. And then he finally dies when they stake him in the chest, which makes you think maybe he was some kind of vampire-ish person, but obviously he's out in the daytime, so he can't be a vampire. So we'll just call him a thrall, a minion, much like Ed was. I guess either he was turning into a vampire or he was some kind of other off-breed vampire type who could change into the aforementioned wolf.
Right, so that was a little bit of the meshing of maybe mythology, depending on how, how much of a purist you are for your werewolf vampire mythology.
Yeah.
In the mythology that I believe, like vampires and werewolves are two very different entities, and they don't really cross.
Hashtag Underworld series.
Yes. And so, but this, he like turned into a wolf, and then he went through this like transformation thing.
Not the Michael J. Fox kind of Teen Wolf.
No. Mm-hmm. But like, long story to get there, like those special effects were pretty neat. I mean, for 20 years ago.
Yeah. There was some. I like the ending when the villain was sunlit. He's the kind of skeleton flailing across around the wall, and it had kind of a half batty look to it, kind of a long face. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Remember that? Watch it. It was directed by the directorial debut of Tom Holland.
Correct.
Not Spider-Man.
Mm-mm.
But I'm not sure what else he went on to direct. I like this movie.
I did too. I thought it was pretty good. Like something that
for your first time.
Right. Like something you can watch every year when Halloween comes around. Nice popcorn eating movie. Oh. Good pace. It doesn't drag anywhere, I feel like. And then, you know, once the action gets going, you're like bam, 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 bam. But it's not like rushed.
I did not like Peter Sarandon's vampire reactions to Across.
You mean Chris Sarandon?
What did I say?
You said Peter Sarandon.
Who is that?
I have no idea.
I just made up an actor. Sorry. Chris Sarandon.
Yeah.
When anytime he gets Across, he gets kind of campy. He's like, you did the action, I did sound. I like that. Good job. That was kind of weird. I think he kind of got hammy on that.
I mean, it's comforting.
Anything else? Any other thoughts?
Again, depending on your vampire mythology beliefs, vampires are not supposed to eat food of any kind. They don't need it.
Yeah, but they can eat it. It doesn't hurt them.
Well, depending on some...
There's no sustenance in
different
eating fruit or
strands of stories. It does hurt them in some things. Like, they're like, oh, I got a tummy ache.
I just assumed they were able to eat it. It did not give them any kind of sustenance, but in order to blend in with non-vampires, they could eat a nice little meal and drink wine. But in the end, when the hunger, they had to drink blood. So I'm sorry. So you were bothered by Chris Sarandon's, not Peter, his continual eating of apples? 3 or 4 scenes, he's eating an apple.
He's always eating an apple. So
fruit.
I want to know what that's about.
We also have a question that we could not find on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Is in the initial attack in the bedroom, he has him out the window, and the guy grabs a pencil and stabs him in the hand, and that just seems to like completely shut down his ability to be a vampire and kill. And we don't understand why that happened. Do you? Any thoughts?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be explained later in the movie, like maybe somehow he picked up this pencil from church. I don't know.
A holy pencil. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe it had it was a fancy pencil and it had some silver in it. Is it lead? Are vampires affected by lead at all?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But, so the pencil went through Chris Sarandon's hand. Not Peter. And, first of all, I feel like any pencil that goes through somebody's hand is really strong.
So it's not number 2, it's number 3.
Yeah, maybe. So, second of all, he did a little vampire spin around
Yeah, he kind of did this like the bat dance out of there because it's
Mm-hmm.
like it had some great effect on him.
And then he ran away.
Yeah, he turned around. He was like total vampire. I'm gonna kill you now with his big old teeth. Mm-hmm. And then he only left when the mother was knocking. Like, hey, is everything okay? I heard some noise.
But she was knocking like from the downstairs. It's not like she was knocking on Charlie's door.
She's in her bedroom down the hall.
Right. So she was locked in. He locked her in. So he knew that she couldn't get to them. Why did he run away?
I just want to know about the magic pencil.
Yeah.
So if you have any ideas, feel free to
tell us about the magic pencil.
Comment and figure out the magic pencil.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to ask? Comment about.
I feel like if this was 1985, I feel like I've seen little bits and pieces of this movie in other movies. So when they're in the dance club and Charlie's girlfriend Amy is dancing with Chris Sarandon, and there are mirrors everywhere because it's a dance club. But she recognizes that she's like holding no one in the mirror. And that effect was used a couple of years ago in Van Helsing.
But Van Helsing was made after this.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
This is an influential movie.
Yes.
Your cat.
I apologize for my cat.
We love cats. Here he comes. With more clothing. He is a man. Anyway, well... Well, you're throwing them right back where we can grab them. Okay, sorry. Are you ready to rate this?
We
are
ready to rate.
We're going to rate on a scale of 1 to 5. Mm-hmm. 1 being didn't like it. 5 being amazingly awesome. And we're going to use items from the movie. So what would you rate the original Fright Night for your first viewing?
I would rate this for butt grabs.
Whoa.
While they're dancing in the club, they do some serious butt grabbing, and that's my favorite part of the movie. So 4 of those. 4 butt grabs.
4 butt grabs. I am going to make famousness. I'm going to also give it 4 meowing Jack the cats.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
We will. Jack will make an appearance on the big screen. Come here, buddy. Come here for your close-up. Jack, get up here.
Just a little tail.
No, we're going to get Jack up here. Wait for it. Come here, you beast. This is Jack. Zoom in on Jack. Because I need 4 of his faces. Okay. That's it. So, yeah, go if you haven't already seen this movie.
Yeah. Or if you have, just watch it again.
Because it's
pretty decent.
Former Mrs. Sarandon. Yeah? No?
No.
Whatever. Chris Sarandon.
Mm-hmm. Humperdinck!
And that's it. So we'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.
Thanks.